Hi-oh, YouTube! My name is Dexter, and welcome to this Friday special edition of Hades, where, if you're unfamiliar, this is Supergiant Games' most recent project, and it is Greek mythology, the roguelike. It's fantastic. I've been playing for a couple hours now. I think I'm on, like, 6 or 7. I don't know exactly, but it's really good. But, like any roguelike, procedurally generated dungeons, random encounters, you know the whole song and dance, but what makes it stand out is that all of the buffs that you get during a run are based on, like I said, Greek mythology, such as this thing right in front of me, which is a boon from one such goddess named Aphrodite. And I gotta say, Aphrodite I think might be my second favorite god in this entire game, just because of everything she does for you, all the things that she does for you makes enemies a little bit easier to deal with, in that she lowers their damage. Anything that you take from Aphrodite inflicts the weak debuff on your enemies, which makes them deal less damage. Excuse me. So I've got Heartbreaker Strike, which makes my attacks do more damage and make enemies take or deal less damage. Crush Shot, sorry, is a shotgun blast that'll reduce the damage that anybody in front of me does, or Passion Dash, where I'll launch forward. Wherever I end up, I will pulse the debuff. But I'm going to take Heartbreak Strike, even though Crush Shot is really tempting. But I'm using a bow this time around. So, you know, at this point in time, I'm basically just Cupid. But there's a bunch of different weapon types in this game, and the way the bow works is it's long range, take your time to do as much damage as possible. I wasn't expecting to encounter this, but sure, we'll go in here, why not? So these are what they call Chaos Gates, and I thought it was going to be the god, or the Pandora, but it's not. It's a lady called Chaos. But the thing about Chaos, she, he, they, I have no idea what it is. I'm just going to refer to it as them. They give you debuffs that after a certain period of time become potent buffs. More potent than anything than what other enemies do. Enshrouded Strike, for the next 5 chambers, your chamber rewards will be hidden, but afterward you do more damage. I'm going to take this one, because I don't really need to see what I'm getting. Cool. So, 5 rooms, which one do I want? Do I want to go to the eye on the left, the eye in the middle, or the eye on the right? Let's go to the eye in the middle. Let's take probably the worst option. But we're just going to go. But yeah, there's also a bunch of passive stats that you can earn. There's a special material resource that you can earn. Backstab, sweet. Ooh, some gems. There's a special, if I can find it real quick. The shadow, I mean, you can see it's the 1010 icon. It's the icon beside the 1010, number. It's called Darkness. You can use that stuff to buy passive upgrades that'll apply for every run, not just the one you're in. Whereas the yellow coins that I have in the bottom right corner are basically just money for that run. And it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good. I like it a lot. The different buffs that I have, there's some that increase, or there's one that increases my backstab damage, one that increases my damage that I deal to enemies that I have inflicted with my my cast ability, which you can also change by getting a boon from the gods. Hey, cool, some darkness.
On my authority.
But yeah, there's pretty much every aspect of a character you can change in some capacity or another. And it's real good. It's real good. I cannot recommend this game enough. It has Supergiant Games trademark spit and polish on it. It's just good. A solid 9 out of 10 for roguelikes if you enjoy that sort of thing. And if you enjoy the, whatever it is there. If you enjoy the Greek mythology, which I kind of do. I think Greek mythology is pretty interesting. I don't know anything about it. I don't know how to pronounce half of the character names in it, but you know what? It's pretty neat. There's just one boss that I hope I don't run into. Hey, it's Artemis. Hell yeah, I'll hang out with Artemis, no problem.
Reached you first, did she? Sounds exactly like something she'd do. She has a knack for trouble. So let's just stay focused here.
She has a knack for trouble and seducing everybody because she's the goddess of love. I don't use that. Any damage you deal has a chance to be a critical hit. Sure, let's take that. Pressure points. Let's go. So a lot of Artemis's stuff, or pretty much everything about Artemis, is just crit. It does more damage, it increases your base damage, and it's just crit. But my favorite god in this game is Dionysus, because he's funny, first and foremost. Secondly, I like what he gives you. It's just a bunch of DOT. And I like DOT. Doesn't particularly pair well with the bow, but you know what? It's neat. It's still strong. Woo! But, yeah, Aphrodite is about damage or debuff. The, Artemis is crit, Dionysus is DOT.
A curse of chaos.
My favorite god, I mean, oh crap, I made a mistake. Alright, well. This isn't gonna go too well. So what I was going to say is, the other gods in this game are Zeus, who's all about, area of effect. Everything he gives you is create lightning that does something bonus or something extra. Maybe if I just keep pumping him full of shots, I can just kill him before he does too much. Never mind, he's just going to zap me with a laser immediately. Good. So the thing about this boss is every time you hit it, it's not even a boss, it's a mini-boss. Every time you hit this boss, he dumps little crystals around. I mean, the crystals don't do much damage, but I'm not using a weapon that's very good against multiple targets. I'm using a weapon that's good against one person at a time. Alright, let's see if I can just hammer him out. I know if you kill the big guy, then the rest of them die too. No matter what was going on. Down he goes. Excellent. Hey, look, another, Aphrodite thing. Heartbreak Flourish. Deals more damage. Inflicts weak. Crush Shot. I'm gonna take Heartbreak Flourish. Woo! So the other thing about this game is that whenever you pick up a boon from a god, it'll affect the color of that, whatever it is you happen to be using. Normally, I believe your color is orange, because, you know, you look like this when you're dashing around. But Aphrodite is pink and hearts. Hermes is green. Or not Hermes, Artemis is green. Let's talk to Sisyphus.
How goes the old escape plan? Any luck?
You know, it's been alright, all things considered. Dying now and then, and it's been hard, but hey, what can you do?
Oh well, keep your chin up. Me, why, I quit trying to get out of here a while back. But if I was a fire-stepping youngster like yourself, perhaps I would have stuck to it.
I like Sisyphus. So do I want some healing? Do I want some coins? Or do I want some more healing and potentially better darkness? Let's take some darkness.
A fine selection there.
I've got a passive that gives me, 60% of all the darkness that I collect will heal me. When I pick it up, so, you know, buying just straight healing isn't nearly as lucrative because it's only good for the run, whereas darkness is good for the entirety of it, or good for everything that I want to do. Woo. I really like this bow, I'm not gonna lie. The bow might not be particularly good, but I don't care, it's fun. Alright, what do we got here? Some money. So I can go get some keys? Yeah, let's go get a key. Keys are just another resource that you can use at a shop that you unlock as you progress through the game. It's not really that impressive, it's just kind of there. But the entire thing about it is just that you unlock the shop after you pay off a contractor to rebuild a room in the House of Hades. But, the keys can be used there. They can also be... Oh, good. I will not halt there, Hades. I don't know if you could see him or not. He showed up very briefly. I really don't like these crystals. I don't know if that's come across or not by me, you know, shooting them at every opportunity. They're just annoying to deal with. Is the long and short of it. Ow. Here I was thinking that fountain was going to help, but no. No, it did not. So all I gotta do here is just survive for long enough. After the timer ends, all the enemies will disappear.
You made it.
Woo. I don't think decreasing a crystal's damage by 30% matters when all I do is ones, but hey, cool, Palm of Power, give me that. This just increases a buff that a random buff, one of 3 buffs that I have. I'm going to increase my Heartbreak Strike because I want to do more damage. And what can I buy out of this? Centaur Soul, give me that. Tinge of Erebus, give me that. I don't need the Prometheus Stone. So the Centaur Soul, hey cool, I'm going to upgrade my bow again. And by again, I mean I'm going to upgrade my bow. The Centaur Soul is just, or the Centaur items that you can collect are just more max health. You can get a heart, and you can get that soul. The heart is just a random room reward. The soul you can only get from Charon's little shop there, which is the boatman of the river, or boatman on the river Styx. And Charon doesn't say much, and I kind of enjoy that, but oh god, I almost got landed on. Woo. But the coins that I'm collecting are his coins. I don't know why he's dropping them, but they're around. But yeah, you can find Charon. You can go to a shop. He'll have a boon from a god, a healing item, and some random other concentrated. Your special deals 3 damage for each consecutive hit. Reduced range, hold special, charge for 300 damage, but minimum range is reduced.
That should do it.
Woo! Man, if I could charge that faster, that'd be fantastic. But you know what? Hey, cool, we can go hang out with Charon. Or, end of statement. We can go hang out with Charon. I don't have the money to buy the boon from the god, but, you know, it's here. I do, however, have the money to buy the Minotaur Heart, so I'm going to grab that real quick. Because I like having more health. Good talk, Charon. Now, what boss am I going to run into? Ah, no! Tisiphone, I hate. This is the one I hate the most. She is the hardest of all of the level 1 bosses. She doesn't show up until much later, but she is the most difficult to deal with.
I was really hoping we could change the subject. Please.
All she ever says is murderer. I'm not a murderer, I swear. Everybody here is already dead. But, the thing about Tisiphone is that I have the worst weapon to fight her with. Ow, that's all of my health. Sweet. But yeah, I have the worst weapon to try and fight her with. And that's not fun. But the other thing about this fight is that she makes the room smaller and smaller as the fight progresses. Ow. I don't like the fact that she just dazed me. I didn't realize that was a thing she could do. Ow, I walked into it again because I'm smart. Don't you touch me. Don't you touch me. But this is where I'm going to end the run, or rather end the run. She's probably going to kill me, but this is where I'm going to end the video. However this boss fight concludes. But you see how I was saying she makes the room smaller? Yeah, it gets very cramped very quickly. And I don't appreciate it, I really don't. But, you know, her doing less damage is always a plus. Ow. I wish I could shoot her with more of those. But yeah, see? Very cramped very quickly. I'm surprised I got away with that. I really am. Ow. Well, I mean, 2 damage isn't bad. She could do a lot more. Oh, cool, I killed her. Sweet. I dumped Tisiphone. Hell yeah. Bye, Tisiphone. But yeah, that's where I'm going to call this an episode. For those of you who are new, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to, but if not, then carry on your merry way. But for the rest of you ramblers, I will see you all next week with another Friday special. So I hope you all enjoyed this, I hope you enjoy your weekend, and I'll catch you all on Monday. Bye, everybody. It's been a ton of fun.